Welcome to Office 24 by 7. In today's video, we'll understand static lists and dynamic lists, two powerful ways to segment your data and run targeted campaigns in Office 24 by 7. Lists help you organize records efficiently and ensure that your campaigns reach the right audience at the right time. Let's take a closer look. To get started, navigate to the Lists or Views section in your Office 24 by 7 panel. Here, you'll find options to create and manage both static lists and dynamic lists. Let's begin with static list. A static list contains records that are added manually, most commonly by uploading an Excel file. Once a static list is created, the data inside it does not change automatically, even if those records are updated elsewhere in the system. Static lists are best suited for scenarios where you need a fixed and unchanging set of contacts, especially for specific or one-time campaigns. To create a static list, click the Add button. Provide a name for the list. For example, I'll name it Festive Campaign Contacts. Then add a description such as Target Contacts to run the campaign on. Next, upload the Excel file containing the required data. The file size should not exceed 30 megabytes. Once the file is uploaded, you'll be able to see the columns and the sample content of the uploaded list in the table below. In this example, you can see columns like name, phone number, and organization, along with the first few rows from the uploaded list. After reviewing the data, click Submit. The list is now added to the table and ready for use. You can see details such as the list name, description, total number of records, and the name of the uploaded file. After creation, static lists offer several actions through the Actions button, such as View, Import List, Export List, and Delete. You can click the View button to see all records within it. You can import additional records into the same list by clicking Import List, which opens up a panel. From here, you can download a sample file to understand the required format, then browse and upload your file. Once uploaded, you can preview the data before clicking Submit to add it to the list. You also have the option to export the list to download the data, or delete the list if it's no longer required. When deleting, simply confirm by clicking Yes in the confirmation dialog box. Static lists can be used directly in campaigns. They are supported across multiple campaign types, including email, WhatsApp, and voice campaigns. Since the data remains unchanged, static lists are ideal for one-time or fixed audience campaigns. For example, when I go to the Campaigns panel and navigate to the bulk WhatsApp campaign under WhatsApp, clicking the List option shows all the static and dynamic lists created so far. You can choose any static list and click Select to use it in the campaign. Similarly, you can upload static lists across other campaign types as well. In addition to campaigns, static lists can also be used in automations. For example, here I have a predictive dialing automation. I can add a static list to this automation so that the contacts in the list are dialed during the automation process. To do this, I click the Add List option under the Actions menu for the automation. Then, from the List Type dropdown, I select Static List. From the List dropdown, I choose the static list I created earlier. In the Field Name dropdown, I select the specific column in the list that contains the phone number, so that the system understands which phone number to perform predictive dialing on. Once selected, I click Submit. Now let's move on to dynamic lists. A dynamic list is created by applying filters on objects such as leads, deals, contacts, or other standard or custom objects. Unlike static lists, dynamic lists automatically update based on the filter conditions you define. To create a dynamic list, go to any object. In this example, I'll open the Leads object. Here I can apply filters to the data. For instance, I want to filter leads based on their status. I choose the lead status field, apply the Is operator, and select the value Qualified. Once the filter is applied, I click Save as List. I'll give the list a name such as Leads Fit for Sales and then save it. This list updates automatically whenever the data changes. If a new lead is added with the status set to Qualified, or if an existing lead status is updated to Qualified, the system automatically adds it to the list. Similarly, if a lead no longer meets the filter condition, it is removed. Unlike static lists, Dynamic lists are always up to date, and the number of records can increase or decrease automatically based on the defined criteria. This makes dynamic lists ideal for ongoing and recurring campaigns. For dynamic lists, the available actions include View, Export List, and Delete. By clicking View, you can see the real-time data within the list. You can also download the list as an Excel file using the Export List option. If the list is no longer needed, you can delete it at any time. Dynamic lists can also be used in predictive dialing campaigns, just like static lists. When adding a list to an automation, select Dynamic as the list type instead of static. In the Object dropdown, choose the object on which the dynamic list was created. In this case, I'll select Leads. The List dropdown then loads all dynamic lists created for that object. Here, I can select the Leads Fit for Sales list we just created. As with static lists, you must also select the field that contains the phone number before submitting. Dynamic lists are also available for use in campaigns across email, WhatsApp, and voice channels. Simply click the Lists option and choose the dynamic list you want to use. These lists are especially useful when you want your campaigns to always target the most up-to-date and qualifying audience. To summarize the use cases, static lists are best when you need a fixed set of contacts, when data comes from an external source, or when you are running one-time campaigns. Dynamic lists are ideal when you need real-time data updates, when campaigns run regularly, or when the audience criteria keep changing. This is how static and dynamic lists help you segment data and run smarter and targeted campaigns. Thanks for watching.